It's a remix. Please keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. Well, welcome back to Plot Off the Press. We're doing some weird shit today. We've all gotten hammered. Well, I don't know if we got hammered. I'm close.
We're on drink number 3, and we're professionals, so...
Well, he's had a liter of beer.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
It's a liter of high alcohol beer. There's a difference. And
Oh,
now
okay.
I'm into the with
beer.
Mountain Dew. But today we're going to be talking about our favorite soundtracks and music for movies. And there's a lot of different places to go here. You can go with the real music. By real music, I mean things like they play bands and soundtracks, or you can go with the scores, things like John Williams, Howard Shore, those kind of guys. So being the resident musician here, we kind of talked about doing this for a while. Carter called me the other night. I got really excited about it because it is a passion. But there's so much to say as far as favorite, because we are trying to stick in that favorite theme because there's so much you could do.
Yeah, we're not arguing that something's the best. This is a...
And we're doing top 5, and we're gonna go like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll go everyone's 5, then everyone's
Okay.
4, everyone's 3. Of course, we should have probably discussed this before, but...
Well,
Hey, I'm just making sure.
we're discussing it now. So
It's just the friends listening to us. They know how we are anyway.
Yeah, we're...
okay. Well, then
We're
let's start with everybody's number 5 then. What's your number 5? There, Casey Carter.
No judgment on this, by the way.
I didn't.
I got Clueless as number 5. You've got Coolio. You got Beastie Boys. You got Radiohead, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones,
So-
and obviously you have Kids in America. We're the kids in America.
I like how you sang the song for us,
Yeah.
like, so we didn't know. No, that's not a bad
I mean-
sound. It's not a bad soundtrack. I mean, because, you know, in the movie Clueless, which they go to, prom?
Mhm.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones is the band that's
Yeah.
playing. Like, and that's one of those kind of brass ska bands. It's not too punk, which I like Real Big Fish, which is also in the movie Basketball.
Mhm.
They said the song "Sell Out." They're very similar bands.
Yep.
So it's not bad. No one's judging.
I like it.
Carter.
Okay, so what I did was obviously favorites, but I did. So how I rate mine, I did soundtracks that I actually owned. So
Okay.
a record, I think they're all actually CDs. No, well, the Big Chill didn't make the cut, but I had that. What's that? Titanic,
Ugh.
which she just wrote there, but I bet you he has that as on there. So
We're betting on you, so
Yes,
don't
which is-
disappoint me.
So yeah, it's nothing bad. I mean, I'm just thinking that. Okay, so I'm gonna throw you for a curveball on this because you probably didn't.
You're number 5.
My number 5, Jurassic Park,
The first one?
the first Jurassic Park, John Williams score. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, beautiful, beautifully
Are
beautiful.
there any like girl songs in it, or is it all instrumental?
It's all
It's
orchestra.
all instrumental. I actually just rewatched this on the airplane the other day on the way back from St. Louis because it's on HBO Max. I downloaded it, just not even thinking about it. Then you called me before I got on the airplane, and I watched the movie, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is a pretty good soundtrack." But you're right. There's 2 big themes in that movie. One is "Journey to the Island," which is the ba da 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 da, and
The helicopter, yes.
and then there's another one when you have the big reveal of the Brachiosaurus when they're coming around the hill, and I mean, it's pretty incredible. Jurassic Park's on my list, but it's not number 5.
Really?
Yes.
Number 2.
Don't. Hey, everyone, calm down.
We got bets going.
Let
it's
the
fine.
people at home start,
So,
betting themselves.
so number 5 on my list, and some of my list is in really no particular order. There are some number ones. Pirates of the Caribbean, Hans Zimmer. There's so much to choose from Hans Zimmer, but Pirates to me is just it's that driving force that he always gives. And really, what's been fun in the last few years, John Williams is getting closer and closer to being fully retired. He's not doing that much in movies anymore. Hans is really picking up that mantle and taking on soundtracks. I mean, he did Interstellar. He did, which I know not everybody likes Interstellar, but the soundtrack to that movie is fucking killer. And from a musician standpoint, Pirates of the Caribbean is such a fun song to play if you're playing. All of the themes in that are so much fun to play, but they're exhausting. And the same for some of the John Williams stuff, which we will get to later.
Well, the side note about Hans Zimmer, one of my favorite. Again, you're the music guy, so I mean, I guess maybe it's a score or a song. Is the True Romance, the xylophone, dun 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 dun. But that real quick, I just love it so much, and I love the fact that it's called "You're So Cool." So
he also just did Dune. He did all the synth programming for Top Gun Maverick, the new Top Gun. So he did all of that.
I saw that him and somebody's like a guitar player for some band, and then Lady Gaga, and then Hans Zimmer. I can't remember the first.
He did a lot of the Transformers. He did a lot of the Dark Knight stuff. Yeah, Transformers not so much, but the Batman stuff is pretty awesome all the way through. At least the music.
Well, okay, all right.
So let's jump to number 4. I'll give it back over to Carter.
Number 4, I'm going to go Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Forrest Gump. It just
you have everything from Elvis to there's so many things.
So many things on it. It spans a long time. But again, loved it when I was young enough. Like now, if we played it, I'd probably tell you to skip because I've heard all these songs 8 million trillion thousand times. Like I don't like I love all the music that's on there, and I really, really had a passion for it at one point in time. And I know I'm not trying to talk bad about it, but
I don't know any movie that can mix in Elvis Presley, CCR, and Bob Dylan.
Yeah, but I mean, what it is that it's like say like my dad, he still has little from 10th grade to fucking 22. All the songs that came out in that time frame, pretty much he could just listen to over and over and over and over again and never progress. Like he doesn't never try to listen to anything different. So at the time, when I was young, that's a fucking killer soundtrack. When you're 11, 12, whatever, 94, 93. So maybe 14, 15. It was really good. And again, like things I own, so I could put that in, and Forrest Gump soundtrack, I could just play it over and over and over. And I think there was, I can't remember who did the score because there is some instrumental stuff. I ended up having it somehow, some way. And I could listen to like when the feather's floating at the beginning, there's a little bit of instrumental stuff that came out, which wasn't bad, but I'm talking about the one with, the CCR Fortunate Son on it. And I listen to Bob Dylan. I mean, like, it's good. It's good. It's good soundtrack. Very good soundtrack.
Casey?
I have Guardians of the Galaxy as my number 4.
It didn't make the list, but I have it right here.
I mean, you got Hooked on a Feeling.
Woo! Ooga Shaka. Ooga Shaka.
So good. I mean, all of it. And he's just listening to him the whole time. He's got his little Walkman.
Yeah.
Love it. Fooled Around, Fell in Love. I mean, I Want You Back. I mean, Jackson 5. Come and Get Your Love, which we still play quite a bit.
Little Redbone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Ooga Shaka, those on Reservoir Dogs, they didn't make the cut also. Which,
yeah.
I wore that fucking CD out. Hooked on a Feeling, Blue Suede, baby.
And of course, I really enjoyed the movie as well. But, so that's my number 4.
That's it? That's always...
What else am I supposed to say about it?
I don't know. I mean, like, does it give you, any feelings or anything? Or tingles?
Not the only one I'm already hooked on.
All right. So we're going to pull one out that I don't think you guys are probably guessing of. The Incredibles soundtrack.
Okay.
And it's not something you notice when you first watch the movie. And I know you're not a big animated fan, but it's a good
What?
Pixar movie.
He's an animated fan.
Oh, I watched Japan. Yeah, I watched Japan.
We like cartoon movies.
I was trying to make you watch fucking Akira when the last time you were in town.
You restarted the movie 17 fucking times. I got tired of it.
Find the right version of it. You got to get the original English dub.
But you kept looking at the same version. It was like,
Oh,
this isn't the right one. You'd press back, and then you'd restart the same fucking one over and over.
Well, okay, so I was fucked up.
Casey couldn't stand it. She went to fucking bed. It
was late. It was late. We were trying.
I knew it was time for me to go sleep.
It's all right. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna fucking mail it to you.
So,
no, I like The Incredibles because it has that kind of like 60s cop show theme, or just kind of like that.
The reason I love the Incredibles soundtrack, it is a masterpiece of just crazy screaming brass jazz music. And if you ever go back and listen to it, it is a trumpet player's dream. It's fantastic. I actually saw a professional marching band drum corps march this back in like 08, 09. And they marched and played all that music, and it just had this wailing trumpet players out front doing these big, huge solos. Just so much fun to listen to.
All right, don't ever mention that they're professional marching bands again. I'll take collegiate.
Hey, did you know?
Or high school.
Did you know if you go to New Orleans, you can hire a marching band to follow you around?
It's called Second Line.
Yeah, for only like $300 a day.
Yep, and there's a praise department at the police station. So they have homicide, robbery, and parades.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Could have done something else, but rule of three for comedy. Shout out Hannibal Buress.
Yep. He was like, I'm glad I don't live here. I do it every fucking day.
Yeah, so for $300, you could fuck up traffic in New Orleans.
I like it. Every day. Every fucking day.
That's why he was like, I'm glad I don't live here because I would do it every fucking day.
And he goes, I've been walking since 1983, and it's the best walking I've ever done in my life.
That's like
so the Incredibles. Who did the Incredibles?
You're not gonna know him, and I didn't really know Michael Gia.
Nope, never mind. You lost me on that. You lost me when you went Jay Kurskinsky or whatever.
He also did the soundtrack to Up, Puss in Boots, and he did some work on Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol.
Okay, so that's Brad Bird bringing stuff in because Brad Bird's the director of Incredibles and Ghost Protocol.
Yeah.
And did he do anything in Tomorrowland?
He did Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So he's got some decent credits to him.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a humongous list of other things, including Incredibles 2 and a bunch of TV. Okay, so let's jump down to number 3, and I will kick this one off with our first John Williams of the day, Jurassic Park. At least my first John Williams. Jurassic Park, number 3. Again, those themes. If you watch the movie on mute, it's just boring as fuck at some places, and you add John Williams music in, and you're glued to it.
Well, a lot of movies on mute are boring. That's why they came out with talkies. So there's that. But
unless you were subtitles on.
I just look at it.
Oh, I know. He's like, you fucker. That look like you fuck face.
I know.
Carter, what's your fucking number 3 movie?
No, it's her turn to go number 3.
No, we're going backwards.
Well, then hey, Uno, skip.
Okay. My number 3. Reverse. And going back to like a CD that you had and you listened to. My number 3 is Lion King.
Not a bad choice.
It's not.
I know I could sing the words to every fucking song on here. I love it. You have one of our favorites, Elton, on 3 of the songs. And I'm just like, it's a circle.
Also, the Swahili and like African music in the background is awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. I just love it. I love the movie. I hate that they did that real life version, or what do they call it?
Live
Beyonce
action.
did not need to be in it.
The live action shit needs to stop. Stop doing it. It's fucking awful. You don't have to do it for any fucking movie. They're doing it with everything now. Aladdin, Lion King. I mean, just like, stop.
Well, the Jungle Book wasn't bad, but
That's like one of the
It was
first
okay.
ones. It was all
but
right.
that's what ruined it. Is
Yeah,
just like,
because it was all right, and then
Yeah.
like just fucking stop doing that shit. But Lion King, 1994, amazing.
All right.
I mean,
Wow, we get
so good.
just a gasp.
Hakuna Matata.
Well, that's a wonderful phrase.
I don't think that's
Ain't
right.
no passing craze.
It means no worries.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't.
Easy Pumbaa. Easy Pumbaa.
Carter?
All right. I'm going to go with number 3. I'm going to go with Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction soundtrack. Love the soundtrack. Love the instrumental.
There's a lot of like Beach Boy type guitar in it.
Yes. Love all that. I mean, and then of course also the little cuts from the movie. You know, Butch, whose motorcycle is this? Zed's, baby. Who's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Zed's. Oh no, whose motorcycle is this? It's a chopper, baby. Well, Butch, whose chopper is this? Zed. Who's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. And he rides off and just the song the instrumental song where John Travolta does the heroin and he's driving in the convertible to go pick up Mrs. Mia Wallace. There's that. I think that's called Bustin' Surfboard. Then you get I can listen to it even though it's not a song. There's the whole part of the Royale with cheese. You know what do you call a Whopper? I didn't go into the Burger King. There's that in it. Urge Overkill, Girl, You Be a Woman Soon. Awful and something that is a little silly, but the Counting Flowers on the Wall. Like, if that came on, I wouldn't turn it off. Like, just that it. And then you have the world famous Jackrabbit Slim's Twist contest. The Chuck Berry. It was a teenage wedding, and the old folks wished him well. So you got all that. I really enjoyed that, but I didn't get in. Well, because I'm as white as this fucking sheet of paper over here, and I guess so are my parents. So it's not like I was really exposed to it. So it was kind of a Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang, which was fucking awesome because that's the credits song. So that got me into Kool and the Gang and some of that. Let's Stay Together. Like, I hadn't really heard of Al Green, and that song came fucking amazing. That got me into Al Green, which got me into Curtis Mayfield, which got me into Curtis Mayfield. Just all others on it's great. And Son of a Preacher Man with Dusty Springfield, which gave me an appreciation for. I mean, I think from there it was like a little Nancy Sinatra. Then it was just that to Sinatra, that to Dean Martin, to So that soundtrack right there, I could listen to over and over, even with the movie quotes in it. But yeah, that set off. It just got me thinking. It just kind of opened my mind and gave me an opportunity to just listen to a bunch of different things. So you got your late '70s R&B, mid '80s R&B with that. So Kool and the Gang turned to Earth, Wind and Fire, and then again Al Green turned into Marvin Gaye. So that this is, to me, it's a great soundtrack.
So before we jump to our number 2, I do want to give an honorable mention out to another John Williams, Indiana Jones. Just a shout out there. It would have made the list, but there's some others on here that really kind of draw my heart. But as a musician, Indiana Jones, and then there's one other thing that John Williams has written. He actually wrote the Olympic theme.
Yes, he did.
If you were a trumpet player, Indiana Jones and the Olympic theme are one of the hardest songs to play just because it goes on forever. Think about how often if you're playing that whole just over and over and over and over, it's crazy.
But can you play them?
Of course.
Knew it.
Actually did the summer music thing, the July 4th show with Bellevue with all the fireworks, and we played all of the John Williams songs one year, and it was just exhausting. So I'm gonna pull in some Disney stuff for my number 2, and it's kind of a tie across a couple of different. One being the Jungle Book, because of things like the Bare Necessities.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I Want to Be Like You, and Aristocats, which I really don't like because the movie's boring as fuck as you're a kid.
What? No, the Aristocrats was way better than the Rescuers, and were the Rescuers.
I disagree.
Oh, fuck it.
Rescue Down Under?
Yeah.
That was good.
No. There's two different ones. You got to be careful. The Rescuers, I agree. It's a terrible movie. The Rescuers Down Under, that's a better movie.
Well, it's the second one. It's the second one. But I like the Aristocrats.
I really love the Aristocrats because they have Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. It's just seriously, it's a fucking fantastic song.
I didn't say one. Easy Cat.
It's got Louis Armstrong in it, and a couple other things going on. And then just to sound it out, Aladdin, right? A whole new world.
Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali, blah, blah. We love Aladdin.
Let's say he just put 3 soundtracks into his top 2.
So which one?
I mean, my favorite is probably going to be Aladdin, just because I was hooked to it as a child. But I had to pull in those 3 honorable. Yeah, you call the other 2 honorable mentions, whatever.
All right.
Aladdin is a good one.
Well, all right. So then, hit me then with your number 2.
That was my number 2, Aladdin.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so we're on number 2. Okay, I bet.
Okay.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is going to be Dazed and Confused.
I knew you were going to have that on your list.
But here's the deal: Dazed and Confused actually it was 2 CDs. So you had one that came out Dazed and Confused, and there was another one that came out even more Dazed and Confused. But what I don't know, you got Sweet Emotion on there. I mean, you got a lot of good songs. The song that I really, 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 really love on that album is Bob Dylan, Hurricane.
Yeah.
That right there was because this movie came out in like 93 or so. So Bob Dylan's Hurricane in that movie kind of got me into some jam bands. I guess the way that
there's a good Bob Dylan song that's I think is also in that movie. It's Shelter from the Storm.
I think it's in there also. It all depends on which. I can't remember all the songs because there's still, even though there's 2 CDs that you had, there's still some songs in the movie that aren't even on. That don't even make that. But like that Bob Dylan Hurricane song, the 7-minute song that wasn't Stairway to Heaven or Freebird, but like jammed out and where like I could tell at times when they really get down and dirty, like this song could go on for 20 minutes and it'd be like, that'd be fucking awesome. Then you learn later it's it's like a protest song, but I mean you got Kiss on there, you got Black Sabbath, you got Ted Nugent doing Stranglehold, which is like I don't even really care that much for Ted Nugent, but Stranglehold's fucking badass. You got ZZ Top on it, Foghat, Slow Ride. I mean, fucking let's get down on that. Then you got Can We Be Friends? It's an all over the place where again a lot of the songs you could hear on the radio, so I'm kind of over them. But at the time, I wore both those out. That was just solid, good. Rock and roll to a little funk to little and a couple even like Love Hurts is on there. So you've got you just went all around the 70s, the gamut of the 70s. which was just delicious.
Are you ready for my number two?
I'm about ready for your number two because I know what your number one's going to be.
Well, yeah.
But your number two is.
Hang on.
This one.
Top Gun, motherfuckers.
Hey, don't play too much of that, or it'll kick us off YouTube.
All right. What's that?
Don't play too much of it, or we'll get kicked off YouTube.
It's 10 seconds. Is that too long?
No, I think we're good. Just not
Okay.
too much. I think it cuts in at 15.
Perfect.
Jesus, woman. Keep going. So Top Gun.
This is number two.
So that takes your breath away, is what you're saying.
You know, then Danger
Highway to the danger zone.
I think this is your number two CD. It's the number two right now, just because you've seen the second Top Gun
No.
recently.
No, it's not.
No, okay.
I think it's your number two because of Archer.
Yes.
Lana! Danger Zone.
I fucking love Archer.
Just fucking good show.
No, it's
Rampage.
great.
Cancer Rampage.
Oh, the Cancer Rampage is the best.
It's so funny.
I love it.
So Top Gun. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
You done?
what else do I need to say anything else?
So Taylor, let's go because he's
Danger Zone, Take My Breath Away, obviously. I mean, come on, you got all the greats here.
all
All right. So,
Great.
let me ask you guys before we jump to our number ones. Do you have any honorable mentions that didn't make the list here?
I have a lot, but I won't.
Let's just go to our number ones.
I won't be long-winded about it. I will just go through just so again. The Big Chill is a good soundtrack. Reality Bites, good soundtrack. Singles, High Fidelity, Empire Records, Garden State's are really good.
I had Garden State as one of my other ones.
The Crow is really good.
And The Crow is.
The
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Especially
Breakfast
And,
Club.
if you're a Trent Reznor fan, The Crow is a very good soundtrack. To
Good. Hey, Natural Born Killers is a great soundtrack if you're a Trent Reznor fan, also for sure. Can't Hardly Wait, great soundtrack. I know you hate the movie. It's great music. Always, you can't tell me you watch the movie and the music isn't awesome all the time. Matthew Sweet.
You've set up like this throne, this seat to sit on top of Can't Hardly Wait's balls, and it's like you're just riding their balls.
Okay, Mr. Blowing John Williams. So, honorable mentions for you, Taylor. My number two is 8 soundtracks from Disney.
Yeah, again, Indiana Jones, definitely honorable mention there. Interstellar with Hans Zimmer. I really like the soundtrack in Good Morning Vietnam as well. Same
Nice.
deal.
Nice.
But I pull in a lot of Creedence Clearwater and stuff like that as Forrest Gump. I was just trying to think if there's.
Okay, is episode 3 not going to be? Does it make the list?
Episode 3 of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Star Wars does not make the list for me.
Episode 3, the score for that.
We haven't
doesn't-
done our number ones.
Okay.
It doesn't make the list.
Really? I thought for sure.
I thought about it. One of the things I love in Hans Zimmer's music, especially the Pirates of the Caribbean, there's a thing called a glissando that you do with a French horn. It's like, and you hear it in the whole movie. It's like, and it's this crazy run. They do a lot of that in the Star Wars music and even Star Trek music as well. But Star Wars is so overdone. There's so much to it now, and the new trilogy that just recently came out has almost ruined Star Wars for me. They're making it up, Disney Plus is, with their shows. So Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and this new Kenobi thing. It's coming back with a better way. But the last couple of movies, I hate Rilo Ken. I hate fucking.
All right, so we're off on a tangent. All right.
Oh
so
my god, I'm
just-
zoned out like a motherfucker.
I was just saying. I
Sorry.
can't believe.
So,
Okay, so
I'm-
number one.
I'm gonna dump it over to you guys for your number ones first. Let's start with Casey.
Casey goes first, and I know what it is. It's dirty.
Obviously, it's Dirty Dancing.
Fucking Dirty
I've been
Dancing.
waiting for so long.
I finally found someone.
I mean, I think it won an Oscar, to be honest with you.
I mean, but every song is a fucking hit. You have Patrick Swayze singing a song.
Ugh.
I mean, just saying. I mean, think about back then. He was hot as shit.
Okay, all right.
All right, so you have him singing a song. You have I've Had the Time of My Life, Be My Baby, Hungry Eyes, Stay, You Don't Owe Me, Overload. It's Overload.
Okay.
And that's when he punches the window out.
Yeah.
I mean, every song is just a fucking killer. It's just amazing. And then the song when they're on the log.
Is that Cry to Me?
Oh shit, what is it?
It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
So,
I love it all.
So Dirty Dancing.
100%.
Well,
Where are you tonight? That's when they were cheating.
well, this one, my number one's going to be one that I didn't even kind of realize it until we started researching it, or came up with this, this top five, and such a great album. There's so many fucking good songs on it, and unfortunately, when I was doing it, there's a couple places that say this is the best one also. So I hate to agree with any of them, but my mom played the shit out of this when I was a kid. But fucking Purple Rain, best movie soundtrack all, because to be honest with you, I forget that it's actually a movie, but that album right there from start to finish is just as masterful as a fucking Beatles or Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin or a Michael Jackson album. It just from start to finish, it just flows and it's just beautiful. I mean, you go from Let's Go Crazy to Purple Rain, fucking awesome. Every song on there is fucking a hit.
Okay. So before I do my number one, I'm curious what you think I'm going to do as my number one.
I think you're going to do Titanic.
Titanic.
I thought it'd be on your list. I didn't think it'd be your number one, but I thought it'd be on your list.
Nope. Lord of the Rings.
That's okay. Which one?
All of them. Howard Shore. If I have to pick a specific one, it's probably going to be Fellowship.
There you go.
But just the sweeping music. You can't hear the Hobbit theme without thinking of hobbits. I mean, that everybody in the fucking world.
Well, that makes me feel like that Saruman's getting his forces together.
Yep. That's not the Hobbit theme.
With the violin, like at the beginning, like it's like the world is different. Whatever that.
Yeah.
That is where I go with Lord of the Rings. But the ba-da-da, yeah, it's very good.
Well, and it's such good composing. It's good music, and it's good theme building. Just like John Williams, there's a couple movies you can play the first 5-6 notes of the song. Everybody in the world's going to know what movie it's going to.
Oh, it gets the club jumping for sure. I mean, because I get out and dance to that fucking Lord of the Rings shit for sure. I mean, I get down.
Mm-hmm.
Down. Go fuck yourself.
What was that? What?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I thought your hand was over your face. All right, sorry, never mind.
Well, I guess that's it.
Oh no! I mean, so there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you like.
No.
What has he done besides that? Because I know the name and I can't recall because I didn't look into it. What else has he done besides Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit?
Howard Shore. Hold on.
You don't know off the top of your head, then you're out. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. Brett Soundtrack Edition. Number one.
Why would you need to do anything else?
Prince album. I could tell you like 8 Prince albums, even when it was a fucking symbol.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I think Howard Shore had an incredible deal. He got something like 2 or 3% of all the Lord of the Rings and Hobbits movies, just for doing the music.
Yeah, well, good job.
Can you imagine the royalties of 2 to 3% of those movies?
Sean Connery was offered 10% of the back end and turned it down, and it went to.
Shit! I forgot to tell y'all something about
Ian McKellen.
Okay. Here we go. He did The Aviator. He did Twilight. He did King
All right,
Kong.
okay. Nope.
He
All right,
did the fucking Departed.
No, Van Morrison did The Departed.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining Plot Off the Press. I hope you enjoyed this new segment. We're gonna do some more shit like this in the future.
We're gonna try.
We're gonna try. No, I'm gonna make them do it. We're gonna be on time. We're gonna do this weekly if it fucking kills us. But thank you for joining. Please check us out on Spotify, on all those other fucking places.
Hey, real quick, why are flamingos pink?
From the blood of their enemies.
Yes, well, shrimp. They eat shrimp. That's why they're pink. Anyway, continue.
Bye.
Bye.